Welcome to another episode of the NHL Hockeyverse Matchup of the Week. We took a little time off to enjoy the amazing Four Nations Face-Off tournament, but now we are back for some more fun, animated hockey on the ice. And what a fantastic matchup for our return. Today we have the top player in the world facing off against one of the greatest players of all time. The Edmonton Oilers, led by three-time Hart Trophy winner Connor McDavid, take on history-chasing Alex Ovechkin, and the Washington Capitals can't wait to drop the puck. Hello everyone, I'm Thomas Gamba.
And I'm Mike Seville. It's great to be back in this really cool animated environment, and today's matchup will be so much fun.
Definitely, Mike. And I'm glad we're playing under the lights because the stars are shining big time today. I mentioned Connor McDavid earlier, but who else on Edmonton are you excited to watch?
I can't wait to check out Leon Draisaitl. Not only is he a former NHL MVP like his teammate McDavid, but Draisaitl also has a dog named Bowie that has his own Instagram account. What about you, Thomas?
That's one cool canine, Mike, but I'm fired up to see Alex Ovechkin today. The ageless 39-year-old is right on the skates of Wayne Gretzky's all-time goals record, and I really hope Ovi finds that today in our Hockeyverse.
Yeah, the great chase for Ovechkin to catch the GOAT is definitely on. Let's do this.
Here we go. Two of the best teams in the NHL set to face off in the Hockeyverse. It's Leon Draisaitl and Dylan Strome to take the opening face-off, and Draisaitl wins it for Edmonton. Leon Draisaitl actually co-owns an indoor soccer league called the Icon League with former soccer player Claudio Pizarro.
That's right, Thomas. Draisaitl comes from Germany, watching a lot of soccer. Now here he is in the NHL playing some hockey.
And he's also playing on a line with a youngster who has the puck right here, Matt Savoy, just playing in his third NHL game.
Yeah, Matt Savoy's 21 years old, and fun fact, his birthday's actually on New Year's Day.
Just over a minute into this first period, and Edmonton with an early opportunity. They have a power play as Nick Dowd wins the faceoff, and the puck is cleared by Washington. And we'll get all the way down to goalie Calvin Pickard, and it's picked up by Evan Bouchard. Bouchard had a goal in our last matchup between the Oilers and the Maple Leafs, and he had a league-leading 32 points in last year's postseason by defensemen.
Bouchard's goal last episode was 91 miles per hour. Maybe we'll see another fast-paced shot here today.
Hopefully we will. Here's Connor McDavid winding around the net. Feeds it to the slot. Nugent Hopkins to Draisaitl. He scores! Leon with a laser in the Hockeyverse as the Oilers take an early 1-0 lead.
You're right, Thomas. Draisaitl lasered that one towards the net. Opens the game for Edmonton with the goal, his 9th game opening goal of the season, which leads the NHL.
And he shows why he was the first German player to ever win the Art Ross Trophy for most points in a season. He bangs that one home and Edmonton takes the lead. While we have a stop in the action, let's travel around the league with our Hockeyverse happenings. Since our last show, the NHL took a mid-season break to debut the Four Nations Face-Off tournament.
It was such an awesome event. The best players from Canada, Finland, Sweden, and the United States squared off in an intense round-robin format played in both Montreal and Boston.
And you couldn't script a better championship match as Canada and the United States continue their heated rivalry with the biggest names in hockey battling for country bragging rights. Connor McDavid, Sid Crosby, and Nate McKinnon led Team Canada, while Austin Matthews and Matthew and Brady Tkachuk represented Team USA.
The championship was epic. Austin Matthews came close to winning it for Team USA, but in the end, Connor McDavid emerged the hero, scoring the game-winning overtime goal to wrap up the title for Team Canada. Nathan McKinnon was the tournament's MVP as he scored 4 goals in 4 games.
So late in the first period, and Washington looking to tie it up with a goal. They take the opening face-off out of the break, and it's Roy with a shot tipped in front, and they score! It's a goal from Tom Wilson as Washington ties it up at 1.
Roy with a shot from the blue line, tipped in front by Dubois, and cleaning it up is Wilson, picking up some loose change.
Great play by Wilson, and that's his 26th goal of the season, now a career high for him. A little over a minute to go in this first period, and Washington with a power play. Remember, they just scored a goal from Tom Wilson, and we're all squared at 1. The puck finds John Carlson in the neutral zone in his 16th season with Washington. He's had a lot of accolades during his career. 2 of them. He's the 7th-born United States defenseman to reach 700 points, and he's the 25th at his position to do it before 1,050 games.
And Thomas, don't mess with him recently. He's been on a 7-game assist streak. Love sharing the puck. That's what a good teammate does.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Nothing like a good team player. And John Carlson leading the Capitals in this one. 30 seconds to go in the first period. Here's Matthias Ekholm, who played for Sweden in the Four Nations tournament. Puck up to Chychrun with a long wrist shot. He scores! Jakob Chychrun makes the confetti fly as Washington takes a 2-1 lead.
Chychrun sends this one to the net from downtown, just like Batman flying through Gotham City.
And he would make his favorite cartoon character, SpongeBob, proud on that one. What a great shot! And Washington takes a 2-1 lead.
And wow, what a first-person view here of Chychrun's goal.
So about 10 seconds to go in the first period. Edmonton on a power play. It's Evan Bouchard getting the puck with 6 seconds to go in the first. Draisaitl down low, 2 seconds, and that will do it for the first. The Capitals lead the Oilers 2-1 after 1 in the Hockeyverse. What an awesome opening period. We've already had tons of action with plenty of hockey still to come. Before we go to commercial, it's time to put on those thinking caps as we challenge you with our brain freeze question of the day.
Well, you already know that Washington's Jakob Chychrun scored the first goal of the match. But more importantly, do you know what Chychrun's favorite ice cream is? Here are the options. Is it cookies and cream, Moose Tracks, Rocky Road, or cookie dough?
That's definitely a brain freeze question, Mike. So many yummy choices. Let's think about those tasty flavors during the short break. The second period is next. Welcome back to the NHL Hockeyverse matchup of the week. It's time for the second period with the Capitals leading 2-1, and Mike, this is shaping up to be a fun and exciting second period.
It certainly is. Two of the best teams in hockey going at it in a close game. We should be in for a super second period.
And Edmonton starts this one off with a power play, and here's Connor McDavid, who picked up his 50th assist of the season. That's his 9th straight year with 50 assists, which is tied for 5th in league history. And Mike, he's been doing this without having a drop of ketchup.
Well, I don't blame him. I'm not a fan of ketchup either, but he is a fan of black licorice.
Ooh, that's not my favorite. I'm more of a ketchup guy. But whatever makes McDavid go on the ice, that's going to be good for Edmonton. They've got a power play here, 40 seconds in. Leon Draisaitl with the puck. He had that first goal as Bouchard's slap shot is saved by Lindgren and shot all the way down to Calvin Pickard. Just under 12 minutes to go in the second frame, with the Capitals still leading 2-1 and both teams looking to add another goal onto their tally. Washington wins the faceoff, and the puck finds Kasperi Kapanen, whose dad Sammy played in over 800 NHL games, and he also won a Stanley Cup with the Carolina Hurricanes. Here's Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. He just flipped the puck into the zone. He actually owns a racehorse named Infinite Patience, which won its final start of its career.
Tom, so are you a big horse racing guy?
I've never raced on a horse, Mike. Would you want to do it?
Oh, certainly. I feel like that would be so much fun.
It would. I got to get him a saddle one day, maybe after this Hockeyverse matchup. Puck knocked by Podkolzin in the right corner. Checked by Van Riemsdyk, and now it's Protas. 3-on-2 shaping up for the Capitals. Strome drives the slot, finds Ovechkin, and he scores! It's number 880 for the Great Eight as the Capitals lead it 3-1.
It is never good news for opposing teams to see Alex Ovechkin coming at you on a 3-on-2. Here's Protas, who gives it up to Strome. Strome drops it off. Alex Ovechkin with the wrist shot past Pickard for the goal. Alex Ovechkin has now scored against 181 different goalies, building on his NHL record.
And he's closing in on Gretzky, now just 15 goals away from the record. Just over 3 minutes to go in the second period, and Washington with a 3-1 lead after that Alex Ovechkin goal. He's got the puck here, but it bounces out to the neutral zone with John Carlson. And now to the near side, it's Dylan Strome, who's riding a 7-game point streak coming into this one, as Edmonton will clear it down the ice. It gets back to goalie Charlie Lindgren, who is one of 5 goaltenders to catch with his right hand. His teammate Logan Thompson, one of those 5 as well.
Yeah, maybe that's why he's had so much success this season, only allowing 2.5 goals per game.
Well, he's only allowed 1 so far as we close towards the end of the second period. It's Carlson at the top, working it to Dylan Strome. Tap it around Ovechkin. Knocked around his skates. His shot was blocked. Podkolzin trying to clear it. Knocked around by Carlson. He keeps it in. 1 minute to go on this Washington power play.
Good puck movement so far from the Capitals, that offensive possession. Everyone getting a touch of the puck.
And Kapanen almost had a short-handed goal there, but Lindgren with the huge stop. 2 minutes to go in the second period. Here comes Pierre-Luc Dubois, knocking it around at the right point, and it's tipped to Strome. Finds Ovechkin, and he was looking for number 2, but he just shot it wide.
Cannot leave that man wide open like that. No defenders near him. Edmonton Oilers caught a break that time.
Ovechkin looking for one last chance on the power play. 25 seconds to go on the man advantage. Frank works it in, curls around in the left corner, and it's knocked to Jacob Chychrun at the point. Chychrun works it. Ovechkin scores! There's number 2 for Ovechkin. He can't stop scoring as the Washington Capitals take a 4-1 lead.
That's number 881 for Ovechkin, getting closer to Gretzky's record.
And that's our Hockeyverse hacker.
The Great 8 hits 87 miles per hour. What an absolute rocket from the 9-time Rocket Richard Trophy winner.
And he's just 14 goals away from maybe the greatest record in all of sports.
That goal now makes Ovechkin's 178th multi-goal game of his career, which is second in NHL history, behind none other than Wayne Gretzky.
He's just adding to the record books here with every play he's making, and the Capitals lead it 4-1. Leon Draisaitl the other way, looking for an answer for Edmonton. Klingberg on the right side. They work it up top. Ekholm feeds it to Draisaitl. 50 seconds to go in the second period. And Mike, who do you think Edmonton should get the puck to if they want to score?
Well, of course, you got to look towards your captain, McDavid. He's been the one for the last couple years for them. Needs to come up big, get them back into this game.
But Washington with a rush here. Fehervari will shoot it in deep. And it's Klingberg to the far side. Edmonton on a push across the red line. Savoy dumps it off to the aforementioned McDavid. Klingberg left side, can't handle the pass, and a steal by Connor McMichael. 3-on-1 the other way, McMichael in front. Protas dancing back to McMichael, feeds it Carlson. McMichael, he scores! What a marvelous play from McMichael. Incredible patience, and Washington leads it 5-1.
And like a game of hot potato, passing it back and forth, Carlson, McMichael, and McMichael finishes it.
And McMichael having a career year, Mike. This is only his 57th game of the season. He's already got a career high in goals, assists, and points. So 4 seconds to go in the second period, and what a frame it was for Washington. They lead it 5-1. Coming up after the break, we will have the answer to our brain freeze question of the day.
Just a reminder, earlier we asked, what is Washington's Jacob Chychrun's favorite ice cream? The multiple choice options are cookies and cream, Moose Tracks, Rocky Road, or cookie dough.
The answer, along with the third period, is next on the NHL Hockeyverse Matchup of the Week. Welcome back to the NHL Hockeyverse Matchup of the Week. Before we start the third period, let's check the test scores and see who passed the brain freeze question of the day.
What is Jacob Chychrun's favorite ice cream? Well, if you answered Moose Tracks, then you are correct.
Mike, I'm getting hungry. We better start the third period or I'm gonna have a scoop. Here we go. The final frame is underway as Edmonton wins the opening faceoff. And Mike, after that tasty brain freeze question of the day, I wanted to ask you, what is your favorite ice cream flavor?
Pretty easy answer for me. I think I gotta go cookie dough ice cream. It's always in my freezer. My mom's always yelling at me. I have it almost every night. Throw a little whipped cream, hot fudge, so delicious. But what's yours?
Honestly, Mike, this might make you sad, but I'm not a big ice cream guy.
What? How?
I don't know. It's just not my thing.
Everyone likes ice cream.
Well, not me. Don't give me black licorice and ice cream for Christmas. I want none of that.
Those hockey pucks look like they're enjoying that hot chocolate. Thomas, do you at least enjoy hot chocolate?
Unfortunately, Mike, it's another no for me. I'm just not a big sweets guy.
You don't like anything.
Come on, at least I like hockey. I'm pumped for this one. It is so exciting. 5-1, the Capitals lead it. Trevor Van Riemsdyk with the puck here. He's actually brothers with James Van Riemsdyk, a forward from the Columbus Blue Jackets. Pretty cool to have your brother in the same league as you.
Yeah, certainly. We have so many NHL players who have brothers who are also in the league.
13:30 to go in the third period. Sandin in the right corner, knocked in front, and Nugent Hopkins scores! A beautiful backhand, and Edmonton finds the confetti late in this one.
What a goal by Nugent Hopkins. Puck dumped down, gets it stolen, and how'd he sneak that one by Lindgren?
But the whole play started when he was running down the ice. He was galloping down the ice like his racehorse Infinite Patience there.
And the net goes flying.
Just under 10 minutes to go in this third period with Washington leading 5-2. And Mike, we're coming to the end of this great day here at the Hockeyverse.
Yeah, don't give up on the Oilers, though. They have 3 former Hart Trophy winners, McDavid, Draisaitl, and Perry, so they have the offensive firepower to tie it.
Rebound in front, and they score! Dylan Strome makes it 6-2 as he puts the cherry on top on this one.
The Capitals capitalizing off a rebound once again in this game. Strome with his 18th goal of the season, the 6th goal for the Capitals.
And he's now got a 3-game goal streak after that one. 5.5 to go here in the third period with Washington leading 6-2 in this one. It's just been a goal frenzy for the Capitals today.
Absolutely. Love to see this kind of action here in the Hockeyverse.
Adam Henrique flips it out of the zone to Jeff Skinner. Edmonton's still looking for something here. They've got time, and you know, there's no place like the Hockeyverse to have a magical comeback. Lars Eller in the corner. Banks it up, and it's knocked around by Henrique. Back in deep for Jeff Skinner. And with 5:02 to go, they'll get it to Matt Roy. He feeds it behind the net. Steal by Skinner, wrap around, he scores! Jeff Skinner puts it behind the net and makes the net fly to give Edmonton their 3rd goal of the game.
He looked like his former figure skating self, dancing around the net, wraparound goal.
That's right, Mike. He won a bronze medal at the 2004 Canadian National Junior Figure Skating Championship, and he used those skills there. Great wraparound goal and the finish for Skinner. Just under 3 minutes in the third, and Mike, Edmonton has pulled his goalie. Alex Ovechkin is on the ice, and a chance for a hat trick if he can net it.
That would be so exciting.
We'll see if he gets it here. 2:40 to go in the third period. Shot is knocked right to Ovechkin for the hat trick. He's got it! Ovi caps the day with a Hockeyverse hat trick as Washington leads it 7-3.
And with that empty net goal by Ovechkin, he now has a hat trick against 20 different NHL teams, which is tied for the most in NHL history.
But Mike, this is the first ever hat trick in the Hockeyverse, and the great chase is getting even closer. 1 minute to go in the third period, and Mike, what a show Washington put on today.
Yeah, the Capitals rained down 7 goals today, and of course, they've been led by their ageless wonder, Alex Ovechkin, today and all season. The Capitals stand ahead the Eastern Conference and one of the top teams in all of the National Hockey League.
They're also battling for the President's Trophy, which is awarded to the team with the most points at the end of the season. But Edmonton, even though they lost this game, they've been putting on a show all year. Just a great team, and we saw some great plays from them today.
Yeah, never want to give up on a team like this Oilers team, led by Connor McDavid, best player in all of hockey.
And Leon Draisaitl, too, with that great goal. That was his 42nd of the year. And Draisaitl leads the NHL in goals this season. 8 seconds to go in this third period. Nugent Hopkins up with 5 seconds. One more chance, stopped by Lindgren, and that will do it. The Capitals get their first win in the Hockeyverse as they win it 7-3 over Edmonton. That was an incredible matchup, Mike. The teams combined for 10 goals, and we got our first Hockeyverse hat trick.
Yeah, making Hockeyverse history is pretty cool. Today's matchup was awesome.
And speaking of awesome, it's now time to crown our Hockeyverse hero.
Well, Thomas, I don't think today's Hockeyverse hero is much of a surprise. It's gotta be Alex Ovechkin. His historic hat trick led the way in Washington's 7-3 victory. Ovi scored 2 goals in the second period and then completed his 32nd career hat trick with the empty netter in the third period.
He's definitely our Hockeyverse hero. Ovechkin has really closed the gap in the great chase to catching Wayne Gretzky as the all-time NHL goal scorer. And not only did he have 3 goals in this matchup against Edmonton, but Ovi found the net in his next game against Calgary, giving him 883 career goals, 12 away from passing the Great One.
That's amazing. I'm so pumped we got to see the superstar Ovechkin and the Capitals dominate today.
Mike, it got me excited as well. It was awesome to see. Well, that's about it for today's NHL Hockeyverse Matchup of the Week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.